Hey.
So after watching film, now how do you evaluate?
There's a lot of plays we wish we could have back as a unit, but the good thing is we get another opportunity Saturday. So we clean it up, fix it, move on from it, and we're kind of already past that game, and looking forward. So yeah, we just fix it and move on.
Dylan, what do you know about Nebraska, Colorado? Obviously, your dad played in a lot of these games here in the past. What do you know about the rivalry and the history of these two teams?
Well, my dad said that he never lost to them. So every time, well, this week, he told me, he goes, just so you know, I never lost to them. But no, I know the rivalry runs deep. But, you got to stay focused, the task at hand, and can't get caught up in everything else. So we just got to worry about playing football and doing our brand of football.
You got here for a night game during a visit, is that right? Or have you been here recently for a night game?
I haven't. I haven't been here for a night game, but I've heard great stuff.
What's your expectation of playing under the lights in the stadium?
I think just any other game, just except there's gonna be no sun out and lights instead of the sun to see. So, yeah, I think just business as usual, and our fans will show out like I know they will, and one of the best atmospheres in college football.
Did your dad make it clear to you growing up, like Nebraska fans don't like Colorado fans? Like, was that ingrained in you?
It wasn't ingrained in me, but it was something that I knew of. I respect every opponent, respect the rivalry and everybody that played before us. So, yeah, we're just trying to go out there and do our job and come out with a win at the end of the day.
How well do you know? Have you ever met Shedeur Sanders? How much have you watched him play quarterback over the years?
Yeah, I've never met him before, but I've watched him the past couple of years, and tremendous amount of respect for that guy. What he has to deal with everything that comes with being a Sanders. Just have a lot of respect how he's handled that, and I think he's an elite level quarterback, and he's gonna give us everything that we want, and yeah, we just got to prepare. First round quarterback, the whole nine. So respect him a lot. I'm excited to compete.
What are you seeing from Colorado's defense on tape?
Yeah, I think they got a bunch of athletes. They got a bunch of guys that can cover, and they got some elite players, NFL type players. So we just got to be smart with our approach, and at the end of the day, we're going to scheme up something, and they're going to scheme up something else. So we just got to be ready for the back and forth, and I think that's what makes football a lot of fun.
What did the film show you that you want to get better, that you feel like you can improve on from week one?
Yeah, I think just progressing through reads, like that's probably going to be my answer to you every week, and that's what it is. There's a few plays here and there. You miss a couple reads, and you wish you could have it back and get the ball to your guys in space. But like I said, we're past that and learn from it, and we had a good practice today, so I'm looking forward to it.
Dylan, how was the helmet communication on Saturday?
Oh, I loved it. It was great. No issues with it, and it's cool. I think it's a nice advantage for all the quarterbacks in college football.
And the sideline iPads, just how impactful was that?
Yeah, those are great. It's weird, like you come in the next day to watch film and you feel like you watched it already, but I think it helps you, make your adjustments that you need to. But also at the end of the day, you don't want to use it too much. So it's kind of finding that balance and how you want to use it to your advantage.
How much does it help to have a center like Ben, who's played so much college football, especially going into a game like this?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of confidence in Ben, and for me to have a guy like that leading our trenches, I believe that's where everything starts. A huge advantage to us. Obviously, Ben's played in a lot of big games, so this is nothing new to him. So, yeah, I just lean on him, and he helps guide our offense. So I'm very grateful for him.
Coach Satt said it looked pretty surgical on Saturday, and it seemed like you handled the moment well. Where does that come from?
I think just preparation and trust in our team. Coach Rule does a great job of ramping up practice and making things uncomfortable in practice. So when you get to the game, it's you're just trying to have fun. And our guys did a great job preparing last week, and the biggest challenge is to do it again and be consistent in doing that. So we just got prepared like a normal game.
What are the conversations like that you have with Coach Thomas or Sad or Coach Rule when you guys are watching film and some of the throws that you make that are maybe a little bit off platform, but still, produce the results that you want? Like when you go to a different arm angle, is that something that, what kind of feedback do they give you on the specifically the arm angle stuff?
Yeah, it's obviously it's addressed, and whether good or bad, positive play or not, I think that's what makes them such great coaches is they're trying to tell you what you did wrong, so you can fix it and get better. So I think just taking the coaching and they're very critical, and that's what you want. And nothing really changes. They, they're never going to apologize for a first down or a touchdown, but at the end of the day, you're just trying to figure out, how you can, be on schedule and, obviously make the reads.
Do you view that part of it as a good thing? I mean, it's producing results, and if you're throwing from a different arm angle, that's an effective part of your game that you want to continue, right?
Yeah, of course, but I think that part, it happens in practice sometimes, but obviously in the game, if it breaks down, having trained all those different things. It kind of just happens naturally. I'm not really back there, like, okay, I'm going to sidearm this one. It's kind of a reactionary thing, and if the defense presents an opportunity for me to have to do it, I'll do it and make sure that, our team's in the best spot to win.
What impresses you about Carter Nelson to, arrive in the summer and pick things up to play right away?
Yeah, well, it's his first month with 22 people on the field, so there's a lot of moving parts going on in his brain, and I think the best part about Carter is he just wants to get better and he wants to learn, and he's so easy to talk to about. If he runs the route wrong, like getting on the same page with me or Danny or Heinrich, anybody, he's always very very approachable, and I think that's going to make him special one day. And even now, he's a special player, and he's only been 11-man football for a month and a half now, so. I'm very proud of him and the strides he's came.
How do you kind of prepare yourself for the emotions that might come on Saturday? I mean, it's a big game, prime time, a lot of eyes on this one, a lot of talk about this one. How do you prepare leading up to it?
Yeah, you just prepare like any other game. There's going to be more cameras, more eyes, whatever the hype of the game. You just got to keep it about football, stay in the moment. It's very cliche to say that, but I think our team does a great job of acting on that, and we're just gonna approach it like a normal football game, and let the results be at the end of the game, and hopefully we're on the winning side.
How did you feel physically after the game on Saturday, and what was your recovery process kind of like?
Yeah, I felt great. O-line did a great job, kept me clean all game. The one hit or one sack I had was my fault. I didn't make the read correctly, and unfortunately it falls on their plate, but I'll take that one. But other than that, my body feels great. Recovery process, coming Sunday. I have a regen workout that I do with by myself, but from Bobby and Coach Campbell, and it's basically get my body back to square one and get a deep massage for a couple hours, and that's a little bit of my recovery, and obviously film is part of that, and move on from the past game and look forward to the next game, and that's a weekly routine, so it's nothing new.
Did you watch last year's Colorado game when they played Nebraska?
I did, yes. I watched that game live actually. Georgia was playing, and I was down that game, but I watched the game last year. Tremendous atmosphere in Colorado. Never seen a game like that. Coach Prime's gonna have his guys ready to play. Hall of Fame coach. I got a lot of respect for him, but we also got Coach Rule, so I all trust in him, and we'll be ready to go on Saturday.
Can you get a sense from your teammates of how that game made them feel and the motivation internally this week?
Yeah, it definitely means something a little bit more to him. You can tell. But at the end of the day, he's a coach like a normal football game, and Coach was always fiery like that. So he's always gonna have his guys ready to be their best Saturday.
Thank you.
Yep.